Live from the Windy C Radio studio in the shops at Iverson. This is the Balancing Act Radio Show, hosted by AJ Throwback, only on WindyCRadio.com, the Windy C Radio app, Facebook Live and YouTube Live on the Windy C Radio pages, and of course, it's all powered by GoWin.media.
Welcome to the official Hump Day Motivation for the DMV and beyond. This is, of course, the one and only Bars. I am your host, as I am every single Wednesday right here. AJ Throwback. Great to be here with you on this sunny and warmer Wednesday morning. I was supposed to get up to 55 today, y'all. Winter is trying to hold on, but spring is peeking its head around. So, eventually, winter's just gonna have to give up. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of us, especially myself, happy about that. But anyway, got a good little show for y'all today. We're gonna be in our own way celebrating Women's History Month. It's funny because a lot of us black folks, we kind of laughed about the whole thing with Jussie Smollett, kind of trying to ruin Black History Month last month. And so with this whole thing with Felicity Huffman, Lori Loughlin, and this whole bribery scandal going on, it's almost like they're trying to ruin Women's History Month. But just like we didn't let Jussie ruin Black History Month, we're not going to let these two women ruin Women's History. So I'm going to be giving y'all like some of the women that I came up with, like just admiring, women who are, who y'all know and love. And, if I have time, a few that y'all may not know. Or love. but they are near and dear to me. But anyway, before we get started, I definitely want to shout out. You see me wearing the t-shirt. That's a plug, or long sleeve shirt. That's a plug. Shout out my main man Rail. He had his 1 year anniversary expo on Saturday. I DJ'd the event, and let me tell y'all, I'm not surprised because this man is a hustler by nature. So when you got to get things together, you just get it together. But he put together this event. He had panelists, he had artists, he had vendors, Mount Rainier Artist Loft. Man, he put this event together in 3 weeks, y'all. 3 weeks. And you would have never known it only took him 3 weeks to put it together. So it was a very good event. I had a great time, met some great people, got the chance to network, got the chance to meet some dope artists, got the chance to meet like some just visionaries, man. People who were like really shaping and changing the culture, and a lot of these folks are like still in their 20s. So it was just an awesome, encouraging, inspiring. So once again, shout out my main man Rel, if that's a plug. Our producer of the week, and I'm very, very excited about this. This is our first woman producer of the week. A lot of times in the music industry, focus on the men, but there are plenty of women who are awesome producers, awesome producers, and we're featuring one today, hailing from Saginaw, Michigan. That blessed girl. Let me tell y'all, this woman is so dope and like makes such great music that veteran producers like Ski Beats. If you don't know who Ski Beats is, listen to Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt album. He is all up and through that album. People like Ski Beats singing her praises. Chuck D follows her on Twitter. Man, she's just amazing. You know what I'm saying? And her most recent instrumental album, which you're going to be hearing throughout the non-interview talking segments of the show, Goddess. Great album. I mean, she samples a little bit of everything. The way she samples is just like, man, it's incredible. She uses the Machine MK2. I've never used a machine, but so many people I know love that drum machine. Like that's her weapon of mass construction, so to say. So you'll be hearing her instrumental throughout the show. And I wanted to point out something that she said in an article in Medium, where she said, "I dedicate this album to people dealing with mental illness. I just want to show people how the other side looks coming out of depression. If you look good enough, you can find the good in anything. Coming out of depression, you gain strength, compassion, and it also teaches you how to cope better with life. Just an amazing story that she has. Please check her out. Follow her on social media. She's on Facebook at That Blessed Girl Music. On Instagram, she is That Blessed Girl _. And on Twitter, she is at Who Is Neek. That's spelled N-E-E-K. So make sure y'all follow her. Make sure y'all support her music. So all her music is on Bandcamp. Look her up, thatblessedgirl.bandcamp.com. And I'll make sure to give y'all that information toward the end of the show. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the music. We're going to start off with Bro B featuring Jamel Mr. City with Baby It's You on the official Hump Day Motivation for the DMV and beyond. This is Bars.
To worry, not looking for labels. That's what I'm bringing. I brought the whole table. It's you. Baby, it's you. Baby, it's you.
I was gonna write you. I was gonna tell you that there ain't nobody like you. I was gonna play it off, keep acting I don't like you. But something deep inside said you need me, so I'm right here. Yeah, a different lane from the lanes. Took a minute to explain that I'm more than just the same. I just want the time, nothing else. Or maybe sip some wine if it helps. Or maybe take a ride, won't you hold on? I can only hold my feelings back for only so long. Lending you an ear if you need me. Or find a special spot you can meet me. You want it, you got it, girl, say so. The choices are yours, please don't say no. You're feeling my vibe, body say go. No line for no hookup, it's all about
you. Baby, it's you. Baby, it's you. Exactly what you were sent to this earth for. I stand on my own too, I'm done with that retired off force. I'm thinking you had to be made for me because we blend with no force. Exceeded my status, you everything I wanted and a little more. Baby, it's you. Baby, it's you.
Whether you call yourself a beat maker or a producer, let's get those fire instrumentals some more burn. You could be featured during our segments as the next Bars Producer of the Week. Email at least 5 of your best beats to balancingactradioshow@gmail.com. That's balancingactradioshow@gmail.com.
Class, whatever.
paid attention. Fresh paper, number 2 pencil. Busy writing rhymes, staring out the window. I can see myself on billboard pictures. Little kid, but with a lot of vision. Single home, one television. I will wash the dishes, tell my little sisters I'ma make it one day in the music business. Grew up listening to Salt and Pepper, Roxanne Shante, and a couple others. Whatever happened to women and substance? Nowadays, only a couple others. So I fill my cup up with plenty of it. Double up, they say it's all or nothing. I was born with nothing, did a lot of struggling. So before I go, I'ma accomplish something.
Yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, look, hey, you are now rocking with the best. Go real loud, this is not a test. All I need is a little time, just a minute more, not a second less. All the mother went and took a rest, but these queens went and took it left. For these bars, you gon' need a rest, cause these bras are some lethal weapons. That's 9 on the beat. Got Roddy MC, Queen. We bomb when you know warning, so keep calm when you speak. Set it off with a bang, bang. We bout to murder the gang, gang. Whether you heard of me or not, I'm making sure niggas remember the name. So hot I flicker the flame. Coco, they say I'm sick in the brain. Me and you, we not the same. I'm in a whole nother lane. Yeah. Say what you wanna, but you wanna on me, I hit you. So with them things. That's when you know I ain't playing. Get the fuck as you saying. Now that's dope. Yeah. Now that's dope, man. Yeah. Now that's dope, man. Yeah. Now that's dope. Yeah.
Don't I hate waiting? Ain't I impatient? You mistakenly thought I was a rookie. I'm Gary Payton. My career to stand still. Feel like I've been blanking. I'm just saying I ain't delirious. I don't take nothing too serious.
Oh, now we rapping. Trina got me on my Kenilworth. A hungry artist. I eat a rapper for dinner first. I watch my circles, the energy and the inner worth. This game is sinister. That's why I call her minister. Hello? Remember her? The one that gave you battle rapping fanny packs. Watch them win awards on my accord. I want my Grammy back. Hand me that. Give them what they want. It's 5 o'clock. Hit up nonchalant. Like this for the city, for the dreamers, for the have-nots, the underdogs with big paws. I'm the mascot. Don't worry about the destination or the last stop. Hey, you ain't know we been dope? Go play the last drop.
Yeah, now that's dope, man. Yeah, now that's dope, man. Yeah, now that's dope, man. Yeah, now that's dope, man.
Hey, yo. I wanna ask a few questions. Will there be more sessions of you dropping blessings or?
Killing me with these 21 questions. I will kill like 21 sessions. That will give you 21 blessings. That will teach you 21 lessons. That my lyrics always gon' have a higher percentage of some relevance. Yours narcoleptic, lazy, lack intelligence. No hate though, really wanna connect you dum-dum just like you Legos. In the meantime, kill so many more micro pesos. Cause hypothetical privileges got me all on my biblical. Nonchalant, you so lyrical. That is why we be feeling you. Flatline, nah, where the hell you been? Hate that line. Check 1, 2 on the mic, hit flames on the food, then making me that line. Flatline, another dead mic and I wake up the nonchalant. I did at my hiatus, so you listening to the greatest, baby.
Yeah, now that's dope, man. 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 I'm so, 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 I'm so.
Salute kings and queens. This your man Villadom, aka Mr. Briefcase, and y'all now rocking with my man AJ Throwback on bars. The official Hump Day motivation for the DMV and beyond. Only on Win DC Radio. Power.
Something about my ex. I still got the text saying you don't want it no more. Don't want it no more. You used to be down, now you're not around. Don't know what else to do. Gotta walk away, but damn girl, I wanna stay. We got unfinished business. Unfinished business. No more us or we. Rewind time, take it back to when you were just mine. When it was just you and me, frozen like a moment in time. Cause we got unfinished business, you and me. We got unfinished business, no more us or we. We got unfinished business. We got, unfinished business. We got, you said you want a new town, and a different guy. I gave you a new sound, and a different vibe. I thought it would work with you and me. The life we were building, we'll never see. Unfinished business, you and me. We got unfinished business, no more us or we. We got unfinished business. We got, unfinished business. We got you and me. All the baddies wanna go down. Money don't fail me now. But they get that queen her crown. We got unfinished business. You and me. You and me.
If you're an urban contemporary indie artist, then this is your platform. Send us clean versions of your music to balancingactradioshow@gmail.com. That's balancingactradioshow@gmail.com.
It's that early morning, mama in the kitchen, she cranking that Candy Girl. I'm hearing that new edition. I'm screaming, who is it? She said,
let me coach you. Before this trash music, we had
old school, beautiful music, and every track was just so full. No meaning to this music now, y'all so screwed. Let's groove. The Jackson 5 sung ABCs, and in Georgia, Ray Charles said, I believe. We got a RESPECT to Miss Aretha Franklin. She be doing her things, blessed by the Temptations. Then came the Supremes. Let's fast forward to Run DMC, Notorious B.I.G., and even Jay-Z. All of the people that influence or make me one of the reasons I am hip-hop's baby. So no matter what, y'all can't change me. Thank me for showing you Mr. Frankie Lyman, a great musician that died way before his time, man. He got classics that people still sing today. Sad to say, all our legends have passed away. Like Joe Levert, Whitney Houston, Donny Hathaway. So much good music, we can all relate to everything they say. Just let the record play. No skip buttons, cause every song was great. Ayy, cause that I need love flow. Tired of that gun up, messed up and drug flow. Type of music that your kids become thugs for. I guess this is what your ear got a plug for. Or you too stupid and your mind gone. Waka Flocka, your favorite rapper, then I'm blown. Trying to take you back into another time zone. Way before I was born. Come on, we gone. Yeah, it's that real-ish, that real-ish. Hip-hop is back and I'm wanting y'all to feel this. Summertime music, remember Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith? Way before Facebook, Twitter, and even Dad Pimp. This that music that will have you throwing back.
Welcome back to the Balancing Act Radio Show, hosted by AJ Throwback, only on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
Yeah. Welcome back. Right back here on Bars. Definitely want to shout out to everybody who is tuned in Facebook Live. Shout out the Mrs. Of course, she was the first one to peek her head in. Love you. Appreciate you, baby. Speaking of the Mrs., got something for y'all at 12 o'clock, so y'all might want to stay tuned. New segment. Y'all gonna see. Also, shout out my main man, Narcissist. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna be doing some music together soon, hopefully. So, yeah, y'all definitely stay tuned. So, shout out my man. We go way back. Hobart and William Smith colleges, you know. My brother peeked his head in, my blood brother. None other than Mr. Mike Goins. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, bro. Lisa Dove Washington of Girls Gabbing. Please make sure y'all are tuning into this show. Her and Andre O'Reilly. Love their show. They come on every single Sunday, 7 to 8 p.m. right here on WinDCRadio.com. They had an awesome show this past Sunday, celebrating Women's History Month. Great guests they had on the show, and they just always have like just good shows, good topics, and everything. So please make sure y'all tune in to Girls Gabbing every Sunday right here, WinDCRadio.com, 7 to 8 p.m. And let's see who else. My main man Tori, what's good, bro? Appreciate you tuning in. Dito, I see you. And then also Kim, I see you as well. Appreciate you for tuning in. A lot of people tune in right now. This is great. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, babe. This is that blessed girl. I'm telling you, she's dope. This is what she does. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all be hearing. What you trying to figure out, Kim? What's good? Oh, of course, Lisa. You know I got you. But yeah, let's get into this whole topic about Women's History Month. So it was very important for me to showcase women during this month, because of course we had Black History Month last month, but as a man, especially as a black man, because you know the thing is, Women's History Month, we could talk about all types of different women, but for me it's very specific because I was raised by a black woman. I came up in a city predominantly black when DC was still 60 to 70% black, so I was surrounded by black women my whole life. And I feel like mainstream media, they'll give black women their props, but they're not gonna give them their props for real. You know what I'm saying? I always believe in uplifting my sisters. So even though it's Women's History Month, for me, my focus is gonna be on black women. So the way that I kind of wanted to do this whole segment was I wanted to showcase the black women I came up admiring, specifically, you know, those women who, you know, we all know and love, or many of us know and love, who inspired me in so many different ways, who I just admire their hustle. Hey, I may have had crushes on when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, that's the thing. Like when you admire people on TV, a lot of times, like you'd admire them for deeper reasons than just for the fact that they look good. You know what I'm saying? That's the easy part. But like these particular women that I'm about to name, these are women that, like, they were just a huge part of my consciousness growing up. So, oh yeah, okay, so that's what you're talking about, Kim. Okay, yeah. We ladies and gentlemen, we're working on a directory. And speaking of blackness, before I get into this, me and Kim, my friend Kim, Kima Michelle, you know her, awesome singer. We're working on a directory to gather all of the black businesses we're starting off in Ward 8, but then we're going to branch out for the entire DC, and hopefully we can branch this out to the entire DMV. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that, if you know people who own a black business, please get in contact with us, because this is something that we are seriously trying to put together. Because I feel like there are a bunch of directories that are out there, but they all seem either out of date or incomplete. And so this is something that like is very serious and very near and dear to me. So we're working on it. So any help that anybody here can offer, please, we're open, you know. So that's the plug. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna have to get K9 on the show, bro. Definitely gonna have to get him on the show. But yeah, so let's get to the ladies, man. Let's shout out these ladies. So Susan L. Taylor. And the thing about Susan L. Taylor, for me, Essence was synonymous with her. Even though she wasn't the founder, she wasn't, you know, the creator of Essence. In fact, a lot of people don't know this. Susan L. Taylor started off at Essence as a freelance fashion and beauty editor when the magazine started in 1970. But she rose through the ranks and she eventually became the editor-in-chief in 1981, and her run was from 1981 to 2000. But you're talking about a 19-year run where a lot of folks like me coming up, seeing Essence, like, we didn't really know who started it before her. What's funny is, like, I just assumed that she started it. I just assumed that this was her magazine, you know, because it became one. She was so intrinsic with the magazine. I mean, she was there from the very beginning. And the impressive thing about her story is that this is a woman that started off, when she came to Essence, she was divorced, a single mother, and did not have a college education. And then to rise to be editor-in-chief of one of the premier magazines in Black culture. And in 1994, I believe it was, 1994, American Libraries, which is the official news and features magazine of the American Library Association, they called Taylor the most influential Black woman in journalism today. And you gotta realize there were a lot of powerful sisters at that time that were in media, but specifically in journalism. Like, it's hard to argue that. It's hard to argue that how powerful she was, and frankly, a huge amount of the reason why I wanted to be a writer, why I wanted to be in journalism, was due to women like Susan L. Taylor. I mean, now granted, there were other people at the time who were involved in media that were a lot closer to me. One being Denise Roloff Barnes, right here in the DMV, managing editor of, well, actually owner of the Washington Informer. Gave me my first job, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Women like Susan L. Taylor, Denise Roloff Barnes, these are women that really inspired me to want to get into journalism. You know, like, I mean, there were a lot of men at the time, but it was the women that really inspired me to want to write. And I mean, my humanities teacher was a woman, not a Black woman, but still was a woman anyway, inspired me to write. So, gotta shout out Susan L. Taylor, Denise Roloff Barnes once again, and my humanities teacher, Miss Anna Kisman, School Without Walls. You know what I'm saying? Moving on. So, Phylicia Rashad, who, interestingly enough, dubbed the mother of the Black community at the 2010 NAACP Image Awards. And what's funny about her receiving that title is I really admired her on a Cosby Show as Claire Huxtable. Now, granted, you know, she was playing a fictional character, but at the same time, she was so believable as the character. Just a strong maternal figure. I think a lot of times when we think of Black women, it's natural for us to think of Black women as strong. You know what I'm saying? And Claire Huxtable was one of those signs of strength. I mean, of course, she was a lawyer, but at the same time, it's how she navigated through helping to raise her family along with Cliff. You know, that's the type of stuff that it was really like relationship goals, wife goals, family goals, like so many goals. Like, she was goals before goals was a thing, you know. So, but the thing is, I mean, what you got to realize, she was connected to, even though Bill Cosby, of course, you know, he's creator of the Cosby Show. Phylicia Rashad is a huge part of a show that was only one of 2 shows to boast 5 consecutive seasons as the #1 rated TV show on television. The only other one is All in the Family. That's, I mean, that's amazing. And then on top of that, the show single-handedly, many people will say single-handedly not only revived the sitcom genre, but it also boosted NBC's rating fortunes. As I've said before, NBC was struggling. But then shows like The Cosby Show came along. I mean, granted, you had Cheers, but when The Cosby Show came along, I mean, NBC just like ballooned as this major network. I mean, they were a major network anyway, but they were struggling. They were struggling to CBS. They were struggling to ABC at the time. NBC was last. Cosby Show. And a huge amount of that success is owed to Phylicia Rashad and what she did. Now, granted, she never won an Emmy. She was nominated for Emmys for her performances on the Cosby Show. She never won, but even still, like the first 2 seasons off the rip, they were like, look, Phylicia Rashad is a force to be reckoned with. That's how serious it was. Now, what's interesting is, despite a huge amount of her early fame on the Cosby Show, probably one of the most notable things on her resume was the fact that she is actually the first black woman to, she's the first black woman to win that Tony Award for Best Actress in 2004 for her role in the revival of Lorraine Hansberry's iconic A Raisin in the Sun. First, 2004. Like, you think about how long Broadway has been in existence, and this is the first time, only 15 years ago, that this has happened, and it was Phylicia Rashad. Very impressive. And the thing is, this woman has range. The thing, what's funny, I feel like she should have been nominated for some kind of Emmy, some kind of award for how she played Diana Dubois on Empire. I mean, I never hated a character. Never hated a character that Phylicia Rashad played until she played Diana Dubois on Empire. I mean, like, you just wanted to throw mama from the train, something. You know, like, that's just how you feel. But that shows her range. The fact that she could play the good mother, but she could also play, like, the evil mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, just sinister, diabolical, you know. So, yeah, Phylicia Rashad, mother of the black community. Another woman I came up admiring hugely, Cathy Hughes. Now, my first recollection of even hearing Cathy Hughes' name was through my father. My father, I believe he worked with her when she first bought WOL back in 1980 with her then husband, Dewey Hughes. And that's when she actually started Radio 1 at that time. So that's how I even knew. Like, he used to always talk about, yeah, I know Cathy Hughes. I know Cathy Hughes. Okay, she must be a big deal. And over time, like, she's just done so many amazing and great things. But before even getting to WOL, she was the first black vice president and general manager of a radio station here in the nation's capital. Well, we're in Maryland, but in the nation's capital. We right outside. When she headed up WHUR. And she created the Quiet Storm format, which many of us R&B lovers know and love. It revolutionized the genre. It revolutionized radio, urban radio specifically, and ended up in 480 stations were running the Quiet Storm. You know, so this is what she had her hands in, even before she began Radio 1, even before WOL. And the thing about WOL, she purchased the station, and the thing is, they ran into difficulties when they first started the station. But after a while, they transformed this R&B radio format station into a 24-hour talk radio format where their banner was, where information is power. And WOL is still one of the most actually is the most listened to talk radio station in the nation's capital. Still, to this day. This black woman who started this station, or bought this station almost 40 years ago. That's the power of black women, yo. And I'm not done. I'm not done giving her praise, because she also was the first African-American woman to head a publicly traded corporation when Radio 1 went public in 1999. She also has been notably named Entrepreneur of the Year by service firm Giant and Big Four accounting firm Ernst & Young. And she remains the chairperson. Her son, Alfred Liggins III, he took over as CEO and president in 2007. But Radio 1, which she's a chairperson, it remains headquartered right here in the DMV. That's the thing. Like, you think about BT was here in DC, but then they ended up in New York. But Radio 1 remains headquartered right here in the DMV in Silver Spring. And they currently own 54 stations in 16 markets, including at least 4. Well, actually more than 4 here in the DMV. I'm just thinking DC. The DMV has a lot of DMV people consider, but if you expand that to Baltimore, they own even more right here in this area. So shout out to Kathy Hughes. Whitney Houston. I love me some Whitney Houston. And the thing is, what's funny about, she was actually the inspiration for me doing this segment the way that I did it. So I was watching an old episode of Silver Spoons. I watch a lot of reruns, and you know, I like to go back to my childhood. So I never knew that she had a guest appearance on Silver Spoons. And like, I'm sitting there and I'm watching, I'm like, man, this woman's voice. This woman's voice was just incredible. It's just so smooth. Man, I could go on and on about her voice, but she was just so much in the consciousness of American music in the mid to late 80s and throughout the 90s. I mean, you're talking about the most awarded woman artist of all time, according to Guinness World Records. Most awarded. Nobody has more awards than Whitney Houston. One of the best-selling music artists of all time, with over 200 million records sold worldwide. 7 studio albums and 2 soundtracks. They've all been certified at least gold, and her highest being certified diamond. Not only were her first 2 albums #1 albums with Whitney Houston and Whitney, 1985, 1987, respectively, they're also 2 of the best-selling albums of all time worldwide. 11 #1 Billboard Hot 100 singles, including being the only artist, all the artists that we're talking about that could have ever existed, not even Michael Jackson, not even Elvis Presley. Whitney Houston is the only artist to have 8 consecutive #1 singles, between Saving All My Love for You in 1985 and Where Do Broken Hearts Go in 1988. A 3-year run of consecutive 8 #1 singles. Nobody else has done it. And I don't see anybody else doing it personally. And then her rendition of Dolly Parton's I Will Always Love You is the best-selling single by a woman in music history. And the Bodyguard soundtrack is the world's best-selling soundtrack of all time. That's what Nippy gave us in her life. May she continue to rest in paradise. It still breaks my heart that she's not here, you know. But what she did in her life, man, is absolutely incredible. Incredible. But we got one more. That I came up loving and admiring. And this is a woman who, I always talk about how theme music is what draws me a lot of times to TV shows, especially back in the 80s and the 90s. And the Oprah Winfrey Show is no different. Because I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't really interested in watching talk shows as a kid. I mean, I was a kid. You know, like, what business did I really have watching talk shows? Donahue? Sally Jesse Raphael? I mean, you know, whatever. But, you know, at 7, 8 years old, It's like, okay, that's cool. But she had that music. Dun, 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 dun. And y'all know you want to sing along. Y'all know y'all do. Y'all know y'all want to go to YouTube right now and just pull up the theme music. You know what I'm saying? But the Oprah Winfrey Show, it actually ended up, what's crazy is she owes a lot of her success for the path that Donahue laid down, but she ended up going on to being the highest rated show of its kind in history. In the 20th century, Oprah Winfrey was the richest black woman. Even more, and actually, no, not black woman, black person, period. Even more rich than Bill Cosby. Was North America's first black multi-billionaire and is heralded as the greatest black philanthropist in American history, as well as often being ranked as the most influential woman, not black woman in the world. Oprah Winfrey. 1994, she was inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame, and granted, what you gotta realize was great about that, the Oprah Winfrey Show was only syndicated or in national syndication for 8 years by the time she was inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame. So her impact was felt immediately, that quickly. And as a political force, many of us already know, she helped deliver approximately 1 million votes to the eventual 44th president of the United States. Of course, none other than President for Life, Barack Obama. And then she would later be awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which is one of the highest awards that a civilian can be awarded other than the Congressional Gold Medal, in 2013. And when she finally began on, let me tell you, I was so happy when she finally got a network, because you just knew that it was going to happen. I mean, she was dubbed the queen of all media. So you knew eventually she was going to have her own TV station. Now, granted, Cathy Hughes had hers first, but Oprah Winfrey followed suit. I want to say 4 years later, because I want to say TV One started in 2004 and OWN started in 2008. But it was just an important step toward more black ownership in television. We needed to see that. We needed to have more voices as part of the conversation, as part of the narrative. So, yeah, these are the women that I grew up loving and admiring, and just, you know, I definitely have to shout them out and appreciate them for just making the strides that they've made, influencing me, even though I'm a black man. You know what I'm saying? Like, she influenced, all of these women influenced me coming up. Again, raised by a black woman. How could the influence from black women not influence me? So, yeah, that's my story. And I hope y'all appreciated that. Yes, Lisa, love Cathy Hughes. Love Cathy Hughes. Yeah, you know I got you. You know I got you, Kim. You know I got you. But yeah, we gonna go ahead and get back to the music. This is before. Let me do this before I introduce this next song. So, this young lady, I've been supporting her since my days at Breakout Kings, and she's been really making moves. Like, she's been having her music featured on, I think it's like, I forget the Hustle in Brooklyn. It was a show on BET. It was in Brooklyn. It's about people hustling. I think it was Hustle in Brooklyn, something like that. But she had her music featured every single week on that show, and now this particular song is featured in the trailer for the Hulu original series Shrill. This is Tamara Bubble with Berserk on the official Hump Day Motivation for the DMV and beyond. This is Bars.
I'm in the mood to work, about to put in work, about to go berserk. I'm in the mood to work, about to put in work, about to go berserk. I don't really even care if y'all feel like it. I don't really even care. First rule to being great is to just take charge from your birthday. Second rule to being great is to just let that first rule marinate. Third rule on the herd eye. Kobe don't abide by rules. Kobe let you pick and choose, and then as soon as you get confused, we clocking you like hitting snooze. Our grind ain't the same. No, our minds ain't the same. They say great practice. And y'all, you don't really wanna play. I'm in the mood to work, about to put in work, about to go berserk. I'm in the mood to work, about to put in work, about to go berserk. I don't really hit it curve, you don't feel like it. I don't really hit it curve. I'm in the mood to work, about to put in work, about to go berserk. I'm in the mood to work, about to put in work, about to go berserk. I don't really hit it curve, you don't feel like it. I don't really hit it curve. Look at you putting in, getting it in, investing in yourself. Look at you and your stamina, you been stunting hard. Got a few bad habits, been stunting on my big day, but everything we do is big. Keep stunting in no worst way. Ain't no stunt double, we just double down. About to make a run for that first place. Ain't no pump fake, they in trouble now. Running circles round you, we don't take breaks. I don't really even care if you don't feel like it. I don't really even curve. I'm in the mood to work, about to put in work, about to go berserk. I'm in the mood to work, about to put in work, about to go berserk. I don't really even care if you don't feel like it. I don't really even curve. I'm in the mood to work, about to put in work, about to go berserk. I'm in the mood to work, about to put in work, about to go berserk. I don't really even care if you don't feel like it. I don't really even curve. I don't really even care if you don't feel like it. I don't really even care if you don't feel like it. You've been looking like some practice, and y'all, you don't really wanna play. You've been looking like some actors, word. You've been faking it all night, and I don't really even care if you don't feel like it. No, I don't really even care. I'm in the mood to work, about to put in work, about to go berserk. I'm in the mood to work, about to put in work, about to go berserk. I don't really even care if you don't feel like it. I don't really even care. I'm in the mood to work, about to put in work, about to go berserk. I'm in the mood to work, about to put in work, about to go berserk. I don't really even care if you don't feel like it. I don't really even care.
You hear this spot right here? This could be your spot where you pull your new customer. If you're a nascent or established business or entrepreneur and you believe you have the right product for our audience, then advertise with Bars. For more details on our rates, packages, and deals for first-time clients, email balancingactradioshow@gmail.com. That's balancingactradioshow@gmail.com.
Work the middle. Girl, I love the way we touch a little. I can't lie, you feel like everything to me. Still, I gotta keep it G. You might just keep me out the club. Oh, girl, you know you got that thing I like. You might just keep me out the club. Oh, girl, you know you got that thing I like. All night, don't deny the vibes. Decide the feel so real. Just vibe, get high.
I can tell just what you feel inside. All those feelings you don't have to hide, yeah. Pretty little savage down to ride. Take your heart, protect it with my life. If you're worth it, don't gotta be perfect. I'll give you anything, baby, if you deserve it. Tell me you want it, tell me you need it. Yeah, If you receive it, don't ever repeat it. Yeah.
Look, she catching them vapors. She told me she crave me. Want half on the baby. Seen this 100 times. You be working to save it. Then they want half on the payments. She looked in my face like, really? Good think I'm after your paper? I replied, think you miss what I'm saying. She said you gon' miss a good thing cause you playing. I had to feel her. She got her own thing and that's appealing. Seen her get it out the mud like a dealer. And I've been fishing for a minute for nothing I consider dinner. Told her I'm sorry, I've been through the ringer. Main reason I've been living single. I love hard, but my circle of trust is so small, hard to fit a needle. But I see the difference in you. Plus the way that she switching and fixing the boobs. Sundress in the air, though. I be joking tonight, I'ma visit the moon. Got me considering jumping the broom. When we loving, we could fuck up a room. We fuck with no condom. I trust you, let's fuck up some commas. Clutches, she love her designers. Fucking. I stopped searching, but I think I done found something solid. And she ain't around for deposits or what she could possibly acquire. I gave her the crown, cause every king need a queen. She gave it back polished. She said it's cool, but I read her your heart. Now that alone say enough about her. Flamingo.
All night, don't deny the vibes. Decide the feel so real. Just vibe, get high.
Want to get down with the Bars Revolution? We're on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Bars On Air.
Hey, yeah, we about to get this started. All of my girls act naughty. All of my bitches retarded. All of my caught it. We about to turn up the stay over. Let's throw a slumber party. We about to turn up the stay over. Let's throw a slumber party. Hey, we about to get this started. All of my girls act naughty. All of my bitches retarded. All of my caught it. We about to turn up the stay over. Let's throw a slumber party. We about to turn up the stay over. Let's throw a slumber party. Hey, we about to get this started. All of my retarded. Pop a perky, my darling. Body drank her water. Bad, my shorty. One of my baddest ratchets. She got the trophy, she won a Lombardi. Hey, bad, bitch, fat. Big, yeah, bust on all of them. Ay, magic, voila, disappear. Get ghosts on all of them. Ay, we do not sleep at the slumber. She naked up under that jumper. I scope her out like a hunter. I made her hot in the winter. My wrist froze up the summer. Ay, bow that yellow, come on. Then get up. 5 shots, 10 points, 2 assists. Yeah, I'm passing the solo. Ay, they roll one, straight paper, no blush. Yeah, he don't do reels. Ay, crushing your shorty like Ello. Pull out on you like hello. Red like the devil. All of my feel special. All of my feel special. Yeah. We about to get it started. 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 All of my girls love Cardi. 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 We about to get it started. All of my girls act naughty. All of my bitches retarded. All of my Cardi. We about to turn up the stay over. Let's throw a slumber party. We about to turn up the stay over. Let's throw a slumber party. Hey, we about to get this started. All of my girls act naughty. All of my bitches retarded. All of my Cardi. We about to turn up the stay over. Let's throw a slumber party. We about to turn up the stay over. Let's throw a slumber party. Ay, only bad welcome. Party high like Delta. Slumber party got ratchet. Serving Hennessy and checkers. Pour Henny on all their pajamas. Take it off, I'ma start throwing dollars. She thirsty, need water. Hit a power up, got stronger. In the party like Hercules. White like a man to please. Then I hit her with that 9-hand. Clothes off like a strip tease. You know that I did it with ease. 2 of my girls in between. I am the man of their dreams. We gon' the tell and just leave. Party with my shawty. Got light skin, got darkers. Got short ones, got tallers. Ain't sleep in till the morning. We gon' party hard till tomorrow. Gon' party hard till tomorrow. Ain't sleep in till the morning. We gon' the tell and just leave. We about to get this started. All of my girls act naughty. All of my bitches retarded. All of my Cardi. We about to turn up the stay over. Let's throw a slumber party. We about to turn up the stay over. Let's throw a slumber party. Hey, we about to get this started. All of my girls act naughty. All of my bitches retarded. All of my Cardi. We about to turn up the stay over. Let's throw a slumber party. We about to turn up the stay over. Let's throw a slumber party. Hey.
If somebody tell you he hot, man, you know everybody hot now, Slim. He fish grease.
That's how we feel about this track right here. This is the Fish Grease Pick of the Week, only on Bars, on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
And can mix it down, so let's mix
Tryna play fair. Oh no.
Kid don't play no games, boy.
Girl, I ain't tryna play with ya. You know just what I'm tryna do. I'm tryna take them clothes off you. So I'ma throw the keys to you. And you gon' know just what you gotta do. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, girl. This game is full of lies, and I ain't tryna play fair. I'm not trying. I ain't tryna play fair. I'm not trying. I ain't tryna play fair. I'm not trying. I ain't tryna play fair. No, 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 no. Girl, let me guide you. You're listening, don't you be lying. The game I'ma give you is solid. Don't deviate from it, you promise. I'm honest. I already know you a diamond. You shine even brighter around me, and I shine even brighter around you. Cause we get to this money, we get to this bag. We be raw and leave no regrets. No, she nasty. Don't know which brand I like better. Don't know which ocean is wetter. The game without no rubber. I ain't losing. I ain't losing. I was born to win. Shoot by my side, the body to my glide. Take it down for the ride.
Better hide, boy.
Girl, I ain't tryna play with ya. You know just what I'm tryna do. I'm tryna take them clothes off you. So I'ma throw the keys to you. And you gon' know just what you gotta do. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, girl. This game is full of lies, and I ain't tryna play fair. I'm not trying. I ain't tryna play fair. I'm not trying. I ain't tryna play fair. I'm not trying. I ain't tryna play fair. No, 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 no. I'ma be the one to give you what you want, boo. Provide you your every need. I think I can tell you what you gotta do, boo. Stay loyal to me. Left, right, that just might be right. I'ma find out tonight if she act right. I know what you like, we be f***ing on side. Cause that shit ain't never light and we be high as a kite. I ain't losing, no. I was born to win. Shoot by my side, the body to my glide. Take it down for the ride. Girl, I ain't tryna play with you. You know just what I'm tryna do. I'm tryna take them clothes off you. So I'ma throw the keys to you. And you gon' know just what you gotta do. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, girl. This game is full of lies, and I ain't tryna play fair. 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 No, 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 no. I ain't tryna play fair, play fair, play fair. I ain't tryna play fair, no.
More topics, more segments, more music means more bars after this.
Windy City Radio brings to you the app. Yes, the app is now available on your Google Play and your App Store, on your iPhone or your Android, any of your pads that you might be using, be it if it's an iPad, iPad mini, or if you have a Samsung Note, doesn't matter what you have, any mobile device, you can get the app so you can listen where you're at to Windy City Radio.
The Shops at Iverson is now undergoing a transformation, creating a mixed-use center where the community can come together to eat, shop, relax, and feel connected. The Shops at Iverson is a 600 KSF mixed-use property consisting of retail and office space now available. Located inside the Beltway on Branch Avenue, Maryland, just minutes from downtown D.C. It's an exciting time at the Shops at Iverson. Several beautiful renovation projects are ongoing, transforming the Shops at Iverson into the new safe community hub. DMV, get ready to enjoy the new food court. North. Opening late spring, early summer, featuring new restaurants like Chipotle, Quickway Hibachi, Tropical Smoothie, Wingstop, and free Wi-Fi. The Shops at Iverson, the original home of the world-famous Snickerdoodle cookies, is completing several cosmetic improvements to the mall interior, facade, and parking garage. The Shops at Iverson is the new home of Go Win Media, comprised of the DMV's premier internet radio stations, GoGo Radio Live and Win DC Radio. For updates and more details, check out shopiverson.com. That's shopiverson.com.
I don't really need a D, I need the roll a bag, need a KC.
Hey, this is China Pink from the 2018 award-winning Best of Radio Talk Show of the Year. Make sure you tune into the Ladies of the China Pink Talk Show each and every Sunday on Win DC Radio from 5 to 7. Make sure you check us out on Facebook Live and YouTube Live to hear our amazing show. We are also available for hosting events or parties. Please contact the China Pink Show at AOL.com for booking information. I'll catch you next Sunday at 5.
Foreplay the Orgasm Show. I am your host, Hot Toddy, along with the Turn Up team, Miss Lolly and Showtime. Foreplay the Orgasm Show is each and every Tuesday night from 8 to 10, bringing you the sexy slow jams with very adult interactive conversation, only on Win DC Radio.
Man, look, y'all already know what time it is. It's your boy, Gerard Street Garvey, and my DJ, Kid Cannon. And when we together, you know what it is. Grind Season Radio, each and every Wednesday from 8 to 10 on Win DC Radio. Don't forget it. Yeah.
Looking for a new look? Check out Hair Academy 2 in the Shops at Iverson, Hillcrest Heights, Maryland. You'll get quality services done by developing stylists and barbers. Senior discounts offered weekly and free barbershop services available when you present a flyer. Chemical treatments are also available. Call 301-899-9100 for hours of operation. Hair Academy 2 in the Shops at Iverson, 3705 Branch Avenue, Suite 1010, lower level, Hillcrest Heights. A new look is waiting for you at Hair Academy 2.
We hope you didn't go too far. It's time for the second hour of the Balancing Act radio show, hosted by AJ Throwback, only on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second hour of Bars. Before we get into our special guest in the building, you know what I'm saying? He might, I'm about to, I won't say embarrass, but about to make a little light of his aunt, cousin, whatever you want to call him. Right, big cousin, you know what I'm saying? So I am introducing a new segment today. I didn't have the theme music yet, but it's called Luncheon with the Misses. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I came home on Saturday. Y'all, before y'all got here, I was telling people how I did the shirt that I'm wearing. That's a plug. They're a media brand, and so they had a 1-year anniversary expo on Saturday, and so like I had to DJ the event, and I was like dog tired from that event, and all I could think about was like, look, I just want to spend time with my wife, with my son, just relax. I don't have to do nothing for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Just chill out. I mean, you know, granted, I'm chasing around a 4-year-old, you know what I'm saying, but still, you know, but yeah, so that's all I wanted to do. So Sunday, we chilling at home. We get some crab legs, you know, we watching some Guy Friend of Me, you know what I'm saying, that's like our little show we watch together on Sundays, and so, you know, y'all know how it is. You laying with the woman, laying on the booty, you know what I'm saying, right, like little tradition, you know what I'm saying, so we looking up houses. We you know, we thinking about moving. Well, we're going to move. It ain't no think about it. We're going to move. Like we gonna stay in the same area, but we just can't. I mean, we've outgrown our apartment, so it's like it's time. So we looking up houses and everything. So of course it's like, okay, let's go watch TV in the bedroom. Let's kind of like look up houses and whatever.
So of course we gotta watch HGTV because y'all know how the ladies do with HGTV. So we watch HGTV. I don't know if y'all ever watch their shows or whatever, but it's always some white people that's on that show, and they always say some like random job that they do. And they got this huge budget of like $1 million. You know what I'm saying? So she gonna say, she present all these scenarios. So she said one person like, yes, I wash dog nuts for a living, and we have a budget of $2.5 million. It's like, how? How? Yo, I rolled laughing so hard when she said it. Like, I mean, y'all know. Y'all grew up with her, so it's like y'all know the foolish things she can say out of her mouth, man. So, yes, she is. Yes, she is, man. So, but without further ado, let's introduce you properly, brother.
Whether they're artists, athletes, entrepreneurs, politicians, activists, or simply folks you need to know, we've got the line to the movers and shakers of D.C., Maryland, Virginia, and beyond. This is 15 minutes of game on the Balancing Act Radio Show.
All right, so in the building, let me tell y'all something, man. This is family right here. You know what I'm saying? This family right here. Like, I've watched this young man just like blossom. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the bars, the skills, the talent. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this is family, like straight up family right here. So none other. Right. This is none other than the one and only Coast, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, y'all? How
Yeah.
It's a little early. I have a little more energy.
Trust me, like I only got about 4 hours of sleep myself, so I'm on struggle mode. You know what I'm saying? Coming and mind y'all, coming all the way from Chester, Pennsylvania. You know what I'm saying? Like you drove down here.
2 hours.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? He got his brother in the building, Dom. You know what I'm saying?
My security.
You know what I'm saying? Family affair going on right now. So, glad to have you right here on Bars, brother.
Right, I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So, this is something I've been interested in with you since, like, you coming on the scene and everything. So, I always like to know how people come up with their monikers, their names. So, explain Coast for me.
It just happened to like it probably came about in like high school. Probably like I used to go as like Mac, just Mac from like time I was like 14 or like 17 or so.
Yeah.
And then in songs I was just saying like East Coast on the ad libs, like East Coast, like. Then it's just like this is sticking. Then it was East Coast, and then it was just East Coast Mac sometimes, and it's just Coast now. I just ride with that, yeah.
Yeah.
So it came about as an ad lib for real, and then I just liked it and it stuck. So
Okay.
I just switched.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Does like now that it's stuck for you, like is it something that kind of like what does it embody for you?
It embodies for me like it feel like I'm putting on for the East Coast, because it's like the West Coast got they run, the South got they run. It feel like I'm just one of the new guys that's putting on like for the East Coast, so I take it serious.
Yeah.
So that's really why I stuck with it. I could have changed it. I could have went back to Mac. I could have went back to anything. I stuck with it because it like for me it's like. Not that it's not other great guys on the East Coast that's my age, but it's like it felt like I'm putting on heavy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just stick with it.
Yeah, I can dig that, and it's definitely apparent in your style and in your flow. Like you got the East Coast influence, clearly.
Yeah.
And then just like bars, like I mean, like I've watched a lot of your video, like stuff you put on Instagram or whatever. The freestyles, man, crazy. And the thing I like about you is. You embody like a lot of the style from like golden era hip hop, but you still got that youth.
Yeah, I got that from my dad. Like just we used to like drop him off at work in the morning and then take his car and go to school. So like that 15-minute ride to drop him off at work, he listening to Tribe, Nas. He listened, and not just the stuff that they play now, like the stuff that y'all really like listen to, like the B-side songs,
right?
The album cut, like those songs, like so I got put on heavy like every day listening to 90s. That's crazy. Yeah,
and it's definitely apparent in your style. Like it's like I said, it's still fresh.
Yeah.
But you can definitely, and I think a lot of the best lyricists of today, the best rappers of the day, you could tell like they came up listening to a lot of that same stuff. You know, a lot of that stuff from the 90s that we came up loving or whatever. That really raised us too. Yeah. You know, it's something about that time period that just is stuck.
Yeah. The storytelling and everything was different. It was crazy. The message and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Just delivery, like the way they just laid it down. You know? Yeah. I mean, it's the reason why they call it the golden era.
Yeah, I can see why, man.
Yeah.
Took a lot of stuff from those guys, those older guys.
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope. Now, like for you, because I know you named a lot of you named some people that like your dad was listening to.
Yeah.
Shout out BJ.
Yeah. Shout out my dad, man. Shout out Clives, man.
Yeah. So like who are like your biggest influences in terms of like people you listen to the most, and then people who you feel like influence your style the most?
It's crazy because like I was saying about the whole West Coast South thing. Like dudes out west, they probably listen to West Coast artists. Dudes down south. Like from Chester, we didn't have anybody, so I was listening to Kanye West, Drake, Waka Flocka, people from the '90s. I was listening to 2 Chainz. I was listening to like R&B. It was like so mixed that now I feel like my style is like it's everything. I can embody anything. Any part of the country, anywhere, like I could pull an influence or a sound from there and tie it into with each other. Yeah, because we didn't have like that big idol growing up. We didn't have that guy that came from Chester or really even. I mean, we had Philly guys, but like even Meek wasn't that big when I was growing up. So it was like he was coming up. It was like we didn't really have anybody to look up to. We kind of had to pull influence everywhere. Yeah. So that's kind of what influenced me is like everybody for. Like everywhere and everybody,
yeah. I mean, that's. I think a lot of people, frankly, and I find myself whenever I'm talking to, of course, your big cousin. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever we're talking about hip hop, one of the things that we talk about, well, just places, because we always compare like Chester and DC in a lot of ways because there are a lot of similarities between the two areas. You know what I'm saying? And one of those things being that for the longest time, DC didn't really have that one person. Yeah. That, I mean, like you had people like Nonchalant, like who had, a huge hit with 5 O'Clock back in the 90s. But after that, it was like a void in DC until Wale, and we didn't really, a lot of us, we had to pull from different areas too for our influences as well. Yeah. So I think a lot of people in this areas could relate to that.
Yeah, that's major because it's like when you don't have that person, like imagine being from Compton and having Dr. Dre. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. Imagine Dr. Dre being from DC or being from Chester. It's insane to think about like, how much that helps. Yeah. But we didn't really have that. So it was like full influence from wherever you can get it. From your city to artists. Yeah. So
Yeah. Speaking of Chester, this question just kind of popped up in my mind. So I mean, probably the most notable Chester person in terms of music would be Jalil Beats.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, like, have you ever wanted to like work with him?
Yeah, I did. I did his freestyle challenge. I didn't win. I took a hard L, man. But it was cool though. We got some bars out, but yeah, I definitely did. My older brother, he used to work with him. Like, okay. Real close, like real tight. My older brother, Big R, used to work with him.
Oh, that's what's up.
Together. So it was like, maybe one day when I run into him, I could tell him, like, yo, you used to work with my brother. Like, he don't even know. Like, yo, you used to work with my brother, you know what I mean, that died. So it's like, he would understand that. So, yeah, I would want to work with him. It's just never thought up to him. Yeah. I catch him.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I run into him.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, you staying active, you constantly putting out material. So, and I mean, the thing is, like, the wave's going to catch.
Yeah, it's gonna catch. Yeah, we know. I was just telling him like we don't even worry about that. Yeah. We don't even think twice about that. Like, it's gonna catch on.
Yeah, absolutely. So, so you first started off in high school. You had your friends and collective the Pioneers, right?
Yeah, it started out like my 11th grade year. We started recording. We ain't putting nothing out till like my.
Okay. Yeah, so. Okay. So how was that experience like working with a group of people?
It was cool because the payments get split 3 ways, so that's cool. Yeah, like you paying for a show that gets split, studio time gets split. That stuff is cool. Mm-hmm. It's more so like when you work with 3 people and you don't have a manager. Now somebody in the group is trying to manage everybody. Everybody's trying to manage everybody, And we was we were such close friends that it was just like, yo, we could just do our separate things. Like, it was no hard feelings. It was no hard breakout. It was just like, all right, cool. We just gonna make our own music. We're just gonna rock out like that.
Yeah.
So it can get complicated, especially being 17, 18 years old. Like, you got all the ego in the world.
Right.
You know?
Right.
You feel like, I'm the biggest star. I'm the biggest, you know? So it's like, we just went our,
Yeah.
But we still cool as it.
Yeah.
Still cool.
Yeah. I thought the name was interesting, Pioneers, because what I appreciate about like your style and your music, whether it's been because most of the music I know of you has been either on your own or when you will.
Yeah.
And the thing is like that whole pulling from everywhere to really like make your own style. Like y'all definitely have a distinctive style no matter who you've been with. Like you define your own style. And I thought the name Pioneers was very interesting. So how do you, like, what ways do you personally seek to like blaze new trails and set yourself apart from your contemporaries?
I do little things, like I won't listen to no music. Like Dom or my other brother Shorty or Taj, I had to put me on the new music because I won't listen to it.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, I'm writing my songs, I'm working on my music, I'm listening to my beats, like I'm not listening to nothing right now. So that helps me from like, because everybody gets inspired and it's like, damn, I want to make a song just like this. Like I can make a song just, you know, like as an artist, you know, like it's a great song. Like I can make something like, so I try to stay away from that sometimes. When I'm feeling creative, I won't listen to no music.
Yeah.
Period. I'll just listen to my songs back to back to back and try to figure something out. Or I just sit there with it and see what I come up with. I just try to work like that.
Yeah. I think that's a process that I can relate to as well. Like now, I do listen to music.
Yeah.
But when I'm in like writing mode or like recording mode or like producing mode, I try not to listen to anybody else because it's like you don't want to be too influenced by what's going on now. Exactly. Yeah. Like you get drawn to it and you feel it's almost like you might feel pressure to do what everybody else is doing.
Absolutely, yeah. You'll feel that pressure like, oh, he just made a crazy summer hit. I gotta make it
right.
And now everything you make is going to try to sound like a summer hit when you could have made a great song that was a chill song.
There you go.
You missed out on that because you was trying to chase that. Like it happens, but you just gotta find your way around it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So, like I said, the time when I started following you, like really following you, like I knew you rap.
Yeah.
Micah told me you rapping and everything.
Yeah.
But it's like when I really first started hearing your stuff was when you were with Will.
Yeah.
And you put out Waves Vibes Teens.
Yeah.
2016.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I heard it, I'm like, still a banger. Still a banger.
Yeah, still.
Man, let me tell you, when I was on Breakout Kings, y'all know we was bumping that album heavy on there, man. Like I could play that joint from beginning to end, and it gave you all types of different feels. Like if you were into like what's happening now, like I guess you could say contemporary.
Yeah.
Like you had that. If you wanted like that classic boom bap hip hop feel, you had that. Like it was a little bit. That's why the title to me was appropriate.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You had a little bit of everything.
Yeah. So and then like in 2017 you put out Interplay List Name Here, which is also a banger.
Yeah, banger.
Yeah,
5 songs, just a banger straight through.
Yeah. Right. And the thing I like about both albums is that neither album was too long. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't mind long albums because I'm one of the type of people. I'm like, look, give me bars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give me some rhymes. You know, I don't mind a 14 track album, 15 track album, as long as you saying something, as long as the bars are there. It's like, but I also appreciate the shorter albums. I also appreciate the 5 track albums, the 7 track albums, the 9 track albums. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool with that too, as long as there's a vibes there.
Yeah,
you know?
It's like with our generation, I'm just noticing people attention spans. Like you only got 6 songs for some people.
Right.
Like, they not listening to 12 songs. They don't know you. They not listening to 15, 16 songs. I would like to make albums like that, but if you don't know me, you're not gonna sit through that. So it's like I gotta give you a 6-song EP. I gotta give you seasons. We gotta give you Interplay This Name Here, 5 songs. Like, but we making sure, all right, these the 5 songs that is no way you gonna say you don't like them.
Right.
So you better make all of them. You can't miss because you only got 5 songs. So you
go.
Can't have 3 misses on there. Too. Like, when you doing
that's
short
bad.
albums, it's pressure on you. Like
It is.
pressure. Yeah.
It is because it's like you can kind of, like you say, you can get away with it with an album that's like 15 because even if you get only half, well, I mean,
like,
even though it ain't a half, it's like 8. If you get 8 out of 15, you doing good.
Yeah, people
for
like
some
album.
people.
Yeah.
You
So,
know.
yeah.
But how was that experience like working with? How did y'all, first and foremost, how did y'all end up linking up?
Shout out to Will, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, we knew each other because we was in the same class freshman year. So we
Okay.
went to high school together. So we knew each other, and I knew him even before that because he's from Chester too. So
Right,
I knew
right.
I seen him around.
Okay.
But we linked like in high school, and then he was rapping in high school. But I think we linked his freshman second year of college. So I was probably like 19.
Yeah.
We had linked. He went to Temple, and then he just called me. He was like, "Yo, bro, come up the crib. Like, you know, we just working on some stuff."
Yeah.
So, but we was working on stuff for him, not for me. Like we
Mhm.
was figuring out video ideas for him. Then a couple months passed by, and his older brother Rockbach, shout out Rockbach, he texted our group chat and was like, "Hey, I'm lit right now.
Yeah.
I'm awesome, Henny. But I got an idea." So he like, "What's up?" He like, Will and Sean, mixtape. We gonna do a group, SCFG. Like he just started putting out. I'm like, "Yo, you lit? I'll holler at you tomorrow." Like that's how Waves by His Teens came about. He was like, "Waves by His Teens. We gonna do an album. Y'all two together." I'm like, "Man, you drunk. Get out of here." Yeah, real nice.
yeah.
That just like. Yeah, good. It just happened random. Like, yeah, we just linked up randomly. Like, we both was rapping, but we wasn't rapping together. And then that night, ever since then, we just, we rocking out.
Yeah, because I always, what I like about both of those projects is like y'all really complement each other.
Yeah.
You know, on wax, and like that's not always hard. I mean, it's not always easy to do
Absolutely
between
not,
between
yeah.
two people or
Yeah.
between a group of people. You know, like you really do have to have the right styles and personalities to kind of blend with each other, and styles that are similar but not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, me and Will, it could, but it's like, it's different. So it's completely different. So, like, I like working with him. And he's a workhorse, man. He's a
Yeah.
We finished these tapes in, like, a month. Like,
Yeah.
a month of writing and recording. Like, I'll just go up his crib, and I'll be like, "Yo, you got the verse?" And he'd be like, "Give me 15 minutes."
Mhm.
He'd write the verse. I'd be like, "All right, I like your verse. Give me 20 minutes." Like, it was competitive, but it was cool, though.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
He was easy to work with.
That's important when you're working with people, that you know the person is easy to work with.
Yeah, easy to work. It was competitive, but it was a good, like, competitive spirit. It was like, "Oh, you just murdered that. You trying to kill me? You trying to have people say that I'm trash?" Like, "All right, I got you. I'll be back in 25 minutes." Like,
Yeah.
But it was cool though. Like, it's all fun. Like,
Yeah. And the thing is, like I worked in a duo before, and I'll be honest, like that time, and I'm sure you can relate to this.
Yeah.
That time, working with my partner, like because he was more the freestyler.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm more the writer. Like I tell anybody I don't freestyle. Don't
Yeah.
ask me to freestyle. Like
Yeah.
it will be a written more than likely. And if I do freestyle, it's gonna be a bunch of crutch words in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of those.
It's gonna be a lot of those.
Yeah.
I mean, the bars might not be as great writing, but the thing is, like, I really learned flow working with him, and he learned more structure working with me. You know, because he didn't know what was a bar, and like that was one of those things. Was like I had to teach him. I'm like, that's a bar. Yeah. Like, I mean, he would literally, like, he would think he's writing a 16-bar verse, and it'd be like 32 bars. It's like, bro, you need to cut that in half. Like, you like break that up into two verses.
Break that up.
Right, exactly. So it's like, but that time that I, even though we didn't end up putting out anything together, like, he helped to sharpen me.
Yeah.
You know, and it was important to my development as an artist, working with somebody and like having somebody that really complimented my style. And then we both made beats, we both rhymed. So a lot of times his beats will pull more out of me than my own beats would.
Right.
You know, so it's, I always like to hear like people's stories when they work with other people, especially before they end up going solo.
Yeah, and it like you said, like, it sharpens you. Like, he's like, Will was great with song structure, like you said. Like, I had to I had to pick up on that because you
mhm.
got to keep up. So it's like I got to
Yeah.
come up with songs too. You can't be the only one. So it's like he sharpened me with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know whether because Micah, she said she couldn't hear you that well, but that was like over 15 minutes ago. So
Was that?
I'm guessing. Oh, let me make sure. Yeah, I think you good. I think you good now. Yeah. But so now you have your own project, your
Yeah.
first solo project.
Yeah, my firstborn child.
Yeah, your firstborn, because every project is a baby.
Yeah, my firstborn.
Yeah, so you got Seasons.
Yeah.
Put out October, right?
Yeah, on my birthday, October 24th.
Yeah. See, how about that? Always good to put out a project on the birthday.
Yeah, that was random. That was so random. It was cool though. It was random.
Yeah. So one of the things you said on your Facebook post, so you said, inspired by the women in my life, past to present. Thank you for the lessons and the songs that came with them. Oh, she says she can hear you now. First, how did it feel to do a project on your own? And then second, what made you decide to go in this particular direction for your first solo project?
Alone. I don't know. That was just the idea. That was like, all right, well, I'm gonna just start putting it out by myself now.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna just start doing it myself, just to see what it do. Like, I just want to see what happens. Like, and it came out with that, but I came up with it like pretty much. I came up with Seasons pretty much. I had Entertainment already. I recorded Entertainment like last year in 2017, so I had that already. And then I had recorded Reasons like on my laptop.
Okay.
And I sent it to the homie, and the homie was like, yeah, you talking a lot about Seasons this, Seasons that on these songs. I said something about Seasons on Entertainment, something about Seasons on Reasons. He was like, why don't you just, do an EP, do a mixtape?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, because I was already working on something, but I was working on an album, not an EP. So it's like, I guess. And Reasons was about a girl, Entertainment was about a girl. I was like, I guess. He was like, yo, just put it out on your birthday. Mind you, this is like September 15th. So I only got a month to do this. So it was like, all right, I got to figure it out. And then, I don't know, like my music will tell me what I'm going through. So the songs I was writing, that I was trying to write for my original project, wasn't really working out. Because that wasn't really about women or whatever I was going through at the moment. So Seasons worked out naturally because, and like as a writer, like your music going to tell you what's on your mind.
Right.
So women just having to be on my mind, and the stuff I've been through and the situations I've been through had just happened to be on my mind. Mm-hmm. And I just recorded those songs in that month and figured it out, put it out.
Yeah. And once again, like going back to the whole thing of like, it's like bite size. You know, like 6 songs. I think it's like about 18 minutes long. You know what I'm saying? It's not too long. Like, and you can really like digest the songs and really kind of really sit with them. Yeah, you know, because you got some gems in there. Yeah, you know, like even though it's a very focused project. Yeah. And it's about relationships, but that's the thing I appreciated because I mean, you're young. Yeah. And so like the young love thing, the young love aspect, it's like you still speak about it from a very mature perspective.
Yeah, because I was trying to look at it like from the inside out, like, people go through things. And I was just trying to show, like, the roller coaster of a relationship. Like, meeting somebody, them playing hard to get, you getting them, you taking them a little serious, starting to miss them when they not around. You may mess up, and once you mess up, like, dudes don't really talk about how they feel after they mess up. And that's why I made, like, second chances are rare and Reasons to show, like, when dudes mess up, like, we really feel like, damn, like, why'd I do that? Like, like I really like this girl. Like, I wish it was, like, even on Reasons, I'm speaking as, like, I wish I could re-meet you as a new person. Yeah. So I could still deal with you without having that effect on your mind. Like, you got this preconceived notion of like, oh, he's a bad person. Like, I wish I could re-meet you as a new person. Like, so on Reasons, I'm talking to him like I'm talking to her like I'm just meeting her again. Like, give me a reason, just give me a number, give me a season. Like, I prove that I want you. Like, I'm speaking like as dudes think. Like, but we don't all talk about it though. Like, you feel that pressure after you mess up in a relationship. You just want to figure it out. Yeah. And that's what I like that story. Like you tell a story the whole album. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then that's you don't. I think that's one of the things that a lot of times like me and a lot of my friends when we talk about hip hop, we talk about a lot of people complain about it. I'm not gonna say that
it's necessarily the truth.
Yeah.
But a lot of people complain that there's not enough storytelling in hip hop. I'm like, no, there is. It's just we don't have it in our face all the time.
Yeah,
you know,
that's not the mainstream.
Right, that's not the mainstream. Like that's what we grew up on, but it's not in the consciousness as much. Like that's not what we getting on radio.
Yeah.
You just got to dig for it. And,
Yeah,
you
you
know,
gotta
and
look for it.
Yeah, you know, and I always appreciate when younger artists like they pride themselves on that art of storytelling.
Yeah,
you know,
that's big for me. Like when I was a kid, it was all bars, it was all metaphors, it was all, you know, all this stuff, all the braggadocious stuff.
Right.
And as I got older, I'm like, well, my favorite artists are telling stories. Like, how can I tell stories? Still keep a couple metaphors here and there to keep it cool, but
right.
How can I tell a story? Like, how can I get you to follow from the beginning of the verse to the end? That was my main thing.
Yeah, I believe you accomplished that.
Yeah, thanks.
No doubt. So let's break down some of these bars. So one of my favorite songs on the album is Crash.
Yeah.
And you know, once again, storytelling. And you got a great flow on it, and it's got like that beat, man.
That beat was good.
Yeah. That beat jump out to you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's two particular lines that like jumped out to me, which I think maybe the average listener, and see, I'm the type of person, like, I like the simple line that like sneaks up on you that you don't even realize, like, yo, that was a bar.
Yeah.
And so you said, sure, I want peace of mind, but I still want to be by your side.
Yeah.
And it's like, I was like, hold on. Damn, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it made me think like, so if you by the person's side, you ain't got no peace of mind.
Yeah.
but if you not, you know, if you're not by their side, it's like, you know.
Yeah, I want to be by your side, but at the same time, like, I'm losing my peace of mind, like, being with you, but it's hurting me not being with you too.
Right. Yeah. Like, I just thought that was like a dope line, but like, just kind of like, I don't know, like, where was your mind at when you wrote that particular bar?
It was on, you know, this is all real. So it's like, it was on somebody, and it was like, damn, like, why, you know, why gotta be tension between us? Like, why can't I have a peace of mind when I'm around you? I can't even be chill. Not even because of that other person, just because of like my anxiety of our situation. I can't even relax my mind around you. I gotta be stiff and stern. I gotta act the same way.
Yeah.
Damn, why you?
Yeah. Yeah. That song. That's some bars in that one. Yeah. And then I just like your steady flow on that song. Like, you just like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
I mean, you give little spaces to kind of breathe, but it's still like steady. You know?
Yeah, even writing that was like a different process. When I wrote it straight through, how you hear it, I wrote it straight through. Like, I didn't stop and take a day break or a couple minutes break. Like, I was like, nah, this just was on my mind. And
I could tell.
Yeah.
I remember when he wrote that one. First played it for me, I ain't like it.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't.
I didn't like it at all.
Wow.
When I heard it, he wouldn't let me listen to the rest of the tape. Like, he had wrote that. And he put it on. I already heard it.
Yeah.
He ended up putting that on there. Let me listen to it. I don't really like it. It ended up being one of my favorite driving in the car.
How about that? How about that?
The other homie said the same thing. He's like, nah, don't put that on there, man. I don't like that.
Wow.
Then when I went to the studio and recorded it, because I record stuff on my MacBook.
Yeah.
Not really mix it and just send it to them, like, what you think of this? Like, should I record it, whatever. Like, when I really recorded it, he was like, oh, I get it now. Like, you know, I get it now.
Yeah.
It was like that. I'm about to crash it. I'm like, yeah, I understand exactly. I'm about to finish it into a wall, right?
Yeah. And that's an amazing story in and of itself. Because I mean, I think a lot of times, like, when it comes to creative process, like, you have people around you who, you know, they're gonna tell you what it really is, or what, you know, how they really feel about something. And sometimes you just gotta override it and go with your gut.
So,
you know? And sometimes that helps people to believe your vision and what you have for a particular project.
Yeah, you believe in yourself. They like, oh, we told him one thing, but he did this anyway. He must really feel strongly about this. Like, that's how I could have listened to him and not put it on there, but I was like, I like this. Like, he gonna get it. Like, he'll understand it. Yeah. He ended up understanding it. Worked out.
Yeah. So speaking of that, let's little sidebar real quick. So, what are some moments that in your creative processes where you let people hear stuff, like whether it's been Dom or whether it's been, you know, any of your other brothers, any of your friends or whatever, where people have told you like, I don't do, don't put that out, or don't maybe not do that, that you actually like, maybe I shouldn't, you actually like took their advice?
I would say like most of the time, because I'll send them like the way
It's like versions every
yeah, it's
song.
like it's a lot of versions of songs. Like I'll send them and I'll be like, well, this is not really what I want to do anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll just check. I'll just do a temperature check. Like, how good friends are y'all? Like,
Yeah.
Y'all gonna tell me this is trash or not? I do a temp check. Like when I go to record, like I know what songs are good.
Yeah.
And like you could tell. Like you know what songs are good. You know what songs are bad. So.
Mm-hmm.
The good songs, I won't really send them like that. I'll send them the mediocre songs where I don't really know, but I wouldn't care if they said no.
Right.
Like, I'll scrap it.
Right.
And, those songs I send to them, they be like, no or yes. And if they say yes, I'll create a different version of it, work on it. If they say no, I scrap it.
Mm-hmm.
It's never that serious to me.
Yeah. And I think it's important to keep people around you who are going to tell you the real about,
who's going
like,
to be honest with you.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Don't
a lot
try
of people
to
just nod their head.
Right.
His music is trash. I am not gonna lie to my man and say, bro, that's hot, and it's not. I'm not gonna let you embarrass yourself like that. I'm not gonna let you embarrass
Yeah, because they gotta help promote it. So they
right.
I can't put that on my page. It's trash.
Yeah.
My man's always putting out fire. You always go to the studio prepared, he's ready.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I've seen him finish on first take 10 times every single time.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 never really, like I said, crashed on me. I was questioning.
Yeah. That's see the
Yeah.
backstories. That's the type of stuff that I love to hear, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think one of the songs on the album, I can't remember which verse it was, but we ended up changing the whole verse.
Oh wow!
I'm trying.
I can't remember which one it was, but he sent me a verse. Where he worded something. I can't remember. What
It might have been Crash.
It might have been Crash.
It might have been Crash. I sent him a different version of it.
Okay.
And he wasn't really,
It was
Okay.
the way he said what he was trying to get his point across, and I was like, nah, bro, that ain't gonna. It was working. The song was working, but then words was. I was like, nah, you got point across, words out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Crash really turned into.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. It's like sometimes having people around you help you simplify your process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like what Don was just saying, like taking certain words out, because I have to do that with myself all the time. Like, don't overthink it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's hard not to though. It's so
Yeah.
hard not to. Like, just let the words flow. Like, just let them. Like, it's so hard sometimes you start overthinking it. That's a writing process.
Right. Yeah. So, we get to one of my favorite. Well, actually, my favorite song on season, which is Entertainment. That's
That's
my
a
favorite.
banger.
Yeah. As soon as I heard it, I was like, "Yo, this is a single. This needs to be on radio like yesterday."
Yeah.
You was just hopping for the last 2 years talking about this song.
Yeah, I had that song for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, I mean, the hook is so catchy. You know what I mean? Like, in the beat, like what I like about the beat is that it's like it's now, but it's like it's got music. You know, it's got musical, like nice musical elements to it. You know what I'm saying? And then like just how you flowing over it, like bars are there. Like I think when I talk about like the maturity of like a lot of things that you talk about on the album, even though you're younger, but like the maturity that you approach it with, because it's like a lot of your contemporaries, the way that they talk about love or they talk about relationships, it's like you said earlier, they don't talk about it from that perspective, especially as men.
Yeah,
like,
they talk about the bad, like,
right. It's very like, I don't know, like dismissive almost.
Yeah, it's real nonchalant, standoffish. Or I don't really feel nothing from that. Like, nah,
right.
Like, There's feelings involved with men too. Like, it's cool, bro.
Yeah.
it's okay, bro.
Right.
It's okay. It happens, man. Like, I don't know, people. I don't know. Our generation just. It's cool to be nonchalant and standoffish, and it's okay, but I don't know. You just gotta have a little humility too. Like, I show a lot of like humility on seasons. Like a lot of, I might have been right, but I feel like I was wrong. So I'm gonna just say I was wrong. I got a lot of that from that EP.
Yeah. And thing that I liked about Entertainment is that it set the tone for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And,
exactly.
Right. Exactly. So, talk about that. Like, why did you specifically think this is going to set the tone for season.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was my first thought. Like, no, this right here, like, I told you I had this song since, like, August 2017. So I've had it for a while. I even wrote it way before then. So it's like, I've been sitting with it for so long. I'm like, this is it. Like, this is a song that no matter who I'm around, they love it. Like, it's like, I've never ran into somebody that's been like, yo, this is trash, or even this is mid. Like, this is okay. Like, nah, like, people love that song. So I'm like, all right, let's start it off with a good vibe, but it's still, like, letting you know. It's just telling the beginning of the story. Like, you know, like, I'm trying to show you we should be together with you playing games.
Right.
And I'm entertaining them, though. Like, I'm going for it. I'm being for it. Because it's cool to, like, do the cat and mouse, chase things sometimes. Like, so it's like, I'm cool with the chase for now. Like, and I feel like that did set the tone for the album. And that was, like, I didn't have no second thoughts on it. That was, like, first thought.
Yeah. And I'm glad you started it off
that
way. You know, I mean, like, it really, as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, this is going to be good. Yeah. I was prepared. I was ready. I was like, okay, all right, let's get into it. And that's how you want to be as a listener. Like, off the rip, like, you got to get people's attention like that.
Yeah, you only got a certain amount of time. Like, I may give somebody 15 seconds, you know? So it's like, I imagine what people giving me is like 5 seconds. So I got to be, when that beat come on, you got to be like, oh, yeah, I like this.
Right, off the rip. So, so you alluded to having more music on the way. So what can we expect in terms of like new music over the next year, or you know, however long, like whenever you plan on putting it out, and how do you plan on taking it to another level, even above season?
Well, I was thinking about maybe putting together something for the summer. Not an album, because I'm still working on the album that I was working on before seasons. Like, that's probably going to take me a little while, because that's different, like, subject matter. That's more street. That's more, like, that type of stuff, or stories from then.
Yeah.
But as far as, like, women and just summer anthems and just, I'm probably going to do something in the summer. Maybe a little playlist. Maybe I'll do a playlist. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a song every week and just fill a playlist up. Like, maybe I'll do something like that, you know? And we still got videos for seasons coming, the weather getting.
Okay.
We're going to shoot a couple videos for that. Just topping it, like, I don't know. I can tell you, I'm still crooning on there. I'm still whining about women. These new songs ain't changed. I'm still whining and take me back. I'm still doing that. Yeah. Ain't nothing changed. So just some more summer vibes. Yeah. Still whining.
Yeah. The rap keeps sweat, huh?
Yeah, I'm crying on these songs. I'm using that one. I'm crying on these songs, man.
Man, that's good, man. That's good. Well, let everybody know where they can reach you on social media, how they can connect you, and where they can find your music.
You can find me on social media, East Coast Mac _ on Twitter. Steady Mackin 2 C's on Instagram. I should probably change it back to the other one. Apple Music Seasons is on there. Tidal Seasons. Spotify Seasons. You can search me on those at Coast, COAST. And yeah, thank you, Chester, PA.
No problem. I'm glad to have you on here, man.
Appreciate it.
Long time coming.
Great convo.
Absolutely. And I appreciate you, Don, for being a part of the convo. Yeah.
Security support.
Oh man. So I am gonna let you introduce first song off of season.
Okay. All right, let's go, y'all. We up here, Windy City Radio. We got Coast Entertainment going crazy right now.
Official Hump Day motivation for the DMV and beyond, y'all. This is Bars.
What if I take you out on a date? Let's just say, what if I run a mile in some flames trying to save you? You think it's games you entertain? You win the way you out of place. What if I take you out on a date? Let's just say, what if I run a mile in some flames trying to save you? You think it's games you entertain? You win the way you out of place. It's a 5-star restaurant. When I get to spending, ain't no time zone separating us from how we living. I take Firestone over all these places that we've been to.
Invest my time into your mental. I take women out to eat. I take feelings out with those. You be timid when we speak, but ain't no limits when we go. You the vision, what I see. We can kick it, that's my goal. Ask permission for the week. If you stay with me, we be gone, yeah. I won't cross the line if you need assistance. Taking all your time, trying to make decisions. I'm trying to show you there's a difference in my mission. I'm trying to show you there's deliverance in these scriptures. What if I take you out on a day? Let's just say, what if I run a mile in some flames trying to save you? You think it's games you entertain? You win the way you out of place. What if I take you out on a day? Let's just say, what if I run a mile in some flames trying to save you? You think it's games you entertain? You win the way you out of place. I know past homies took advantage of you, they was wrong. I'm no saint, I got demons, you could hear it in my songs. I be fearing when we home, we alone, you check my phone. I keep telling you I'm true, you keep trying to prove me wrong. I got discipline, I'm different with my movements. I'm influenced by your stimulus. Every time we intimate, that proves that we got feelings deep. We just gotta make it there. I ain't with the arguing, girl, you making people stare. Hell nah. Do I fit your standards, girl? I'm well-rounded. Know your tendencies, you like the bell problems. All you looking for is me to keep it true. Then change your mind just like the seasons do. What if I take you out on a day? Let's just say, what if I run a mile in some flames trying to save you? You think it's games you entertain? You win the way you out of place. What if I take you out on a day? Let's just say, what if I run a mile in some flames trying to save you? You think it's games you entertain? You win the way you out of place, yeah.
Organizing any type of event to benefit the people in your neighborhood? Then submit it for the BARS community calendar. Send all important information, including point of contact, to balancingactradioshow@gmail.com. That's balancingactradioshow@gmail.com.
Yeah. Fall come on in one second. Where you at? Cause it's a long walk from your door to the cab to my pad. Where you at? Cause you been in the dorm for some months trying to score, now you back. Where you at? Cause it's a long walk from your door to the cab to my pad. Where you at? Cause you been in the dorm for some months trying to score, now you back. Where you at? Missed calls from me, trying to link with you. Want it all from you, I want it all with you. Missed calls from you, missed texts from you. Trying to argue, ain't got no time for that. I'm trying to solve this shit. Getting calls after getting calls. You on your way, not a minute late. I'm at the door, where you at? Cause it's a long walk from your door to the cab to my pad. Where you at? Cause you been in the dorm for some months trying to score, now you back. Where you at? Cause it's a long walk from your door to the cab to my pad. Where you at? Cause you been in the dorm for some months trying to score, now you back. Where you at? Cause it's a long walk from your door to the cab to my pad. Where you at? Cause you been in the dorm for some months trying to score, now you back. Where you at? Missed calls from me, gotta link with you before the fall kick in and you take off again. Proceed with caution, shouldn't get caught in feelings that can't evolve. And know it's the distance, I just don't see you often. On my mind still, on your line still. Till that season come, I'ma hit your phone still, asking where you at. Where you at?
It's time to get back to AJ Throwback and Bars, only on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
Yeah. That was Main Man Coast Where you at? And that's Seasons.
You know what I mean?
And before that, we had Entertainment, my favorite track. Yes. So, definitely want to shout out all the artists. I didn't get to shout out all the artists that we played earlier. Definitely want to shout out everybody that we played earlier today. Jay Alexander was the winner of the Fish Grease Pick of the Week People's Choice Edition with his song Play Fair. And also shout out to my main man DH for being one of the contenders for that. Shout out, I got to shout out Nonchalant, Roddy MC, Kenilworth Katrina. Hot new song out for Trina Non. You know what I'm saying? Dope. Like I just hit her up on the Humble on Friday, and like she floated me that radio edit, so I appreciate you. Legend in the city, legend in the area, just legend period. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate her. So let's go ahead and get into this real quick, y'all.
Let's see what's happening on the Bars community calendar.
All right, so Prince George's African American Museum and Cultural Center of Northwood, they will be holding the Art of Business plus the Business of Art tomorrow, 6 to 8 p.m. at Prince George's African American Museum and Cultural Center, 4519 Rhode Island Avenue in North Brentwood. Are you an aspiring or established artist or entrepreneur? Join them for an art business talk with Quest Skinner, moderated by Nexus. Quest Skinner has been creating and selling art for over 20 years, and her solo exhibition, Soul Illuminates, a retrospective of Quest Skinner, is displayed in their galleries from now until April 30th. You don't want to miss a chance to connect with the art and the artist. They welcome all to this intimate conversation with Quest herself as she explains getting started, self-advocating, fair pricing, and much more. Cost is $8. For more information, visit bit.ly/PGAAMCC Art of Business. Also at PGAAMCC, they will have the PG Culture Play Date on Saturday, March 16th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Play, have fun, make a memory, or make a friend. Creative educational activities for children and youth of all ages. Craft History Day. Join them every third Saturday for family-friendly activities to engage with African American history and tradition through art-based learning. Bring the kids and they can have fun crafting history with their talented museum staff and teaching artists. The cost is absolutely free. For more information, visit bit.ly/Culture Playdate March. And finally, Nubian Human, in partnership with Building Bridges Across the River and the Arc Theater, will be holding the Black Love Experience 2019 Saturday, March 23rd, starting at 7 p.m. And this will be held at the Arc Town Hall Education Arts Recreation Campus, 1900 Mississippi Avenue in Southeast. Featuring food vendors, workshops, wellness, and entertainment on the main stage, featuring Black Alley, Junkyard, XO plus YU of Diamond District, DJ Underdog, DJ Native Son, and comedian Hilarious Omar, among many. Excuse me. Hosted by Maimuna Youssef, aka Mumu Fresh. Power in One, who y'all know I wear their gear all the time, is one of the featured fashion vendors at the Black Love Experience 2019. $45 in advance, $60 at the door. But hit up Power in One until Friday. Use the discount code BLE2019PO and receive a free Power in One bracelet of your choice, $20 value, that you can pick up at the event. For more info, visit blacklovedc.splashthat.com. Before I get into the Bars for Life, I cannot forget our Pisces out there. So shout out Breon, Marvin, Maurice, and Lenore celebrating birthdays today. Happy birthday to you all. My main man Perry celebrating a birthday tomorrow. My homie, helping me actually make this show better. My main man Jay, Sheeta P, Mahmoud, my cousin Judy, my cousin Crystal, and Derek are all celebrating birthdays on Friday. Kim Nicole and my main man KD, K-Mob, celebrating birthday Saturday. Joyce from work, appreciate you. My main man Danny Zuko celebrating birthdays on St. Patrick's Day. Javi, huge supporter of all platforms I've been involved in, and my girl Maria from way back, celebrating birthdays next Monday, and Maika, aka Miyoki, celebrating a birthday next Tuesday. Also, Women's History birthday. Valerie Amos, also Baroness. I just want to say she's a baroness. Like, that just sounds so, like, cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, celebrating her 65th birthday today. She made history as the first black woman to sit in the cabinet of the United Kingdom in 2003 as Secretary of State for International Development, and the first black woman to lead a university in the UK in 2015 as the 9th director of the School of Oriental and African Studies, SOAS, University of London. She's also served as British High Commissioner to Australia from 2009 and 2010, and from 2010 to 2015 was the United Nations Undersecretary General for Humanitarian Affairs and Emergency Relief Coordinator. So this is Black Girl Magic across the pond, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Baroness Valerie Amos. All right, so let's go ahead and close with this right here.
Words of wisdom to get you through the rest of your week. These are the bars for life.
So a very straight to the point quote from famed political activist and former member of the Black Liberation Army, Assata Shakur. Once wrote this in her book Assata, an autobiography from 1988. She says, dreams and reality are opposites. Action synthesizes them. Yes. Love that quote. Yeah, because it's like, the thing is, that's all it takes to bring them, to make them one. Just action, doing it, you know. So, right, and keep seeing it in front of you, until it becomes your reality, you know, and keep doing what is necessary in order to make it a reality. Yes, love that quote. And there you go, exactly. So make sure y'all continue to tune in to Win DC Radio later today. DMV Culture Club comes on from 6 to 8 p.m. and Grind Season Radio from 8 to 10 p.m. right here on WinDCRadio.com and the Win DC Radio app. Of course, powered by GoWin.media. Once again, shout out to my special guest, Coast.
Thank y'all for having me.
Yes. That's right. And Big Bro Dom, also security. You know what I'm saying? For y'all making the trip all the way down, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Absolutely. And once again, shout out to our producer of the week, That Blessed Girl. Once again, follow her Facebook, That Blessed Girl Music. On Instagram, she is That Blessed Girl _, and on Twitter, she is Who Is Neek, Neek. Go buy her music. Bandcamp, thatblessedgirl.bandcamp.com. And speaking of buying music, make sure y'all get my man Coast Seasons EP. Yes. That's right. And of course, shout out to the one and only Team Bars for coming through every single week, showing love, being involved in the conversation, and just always just spreading the word, making sure we just out there for the people to see. I love y'all. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all for tuning in every single week right here on Bars. Next week, we are scheduled to have 2 guests. At 11:15, we're scheduled to have Cora the Artist, and at 12 o'clock, we have Zexa. So make sure y'all tune in next Wednesday right here for the official Hump Day motivation for the DMV and beyond. We're going to go ahead and close out with this final song. This is my main man, Path P, featuring Rob Rise on Belief with Run. And y'all have a great rest of the week. Great rest of the week. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace, y'all.
Who do we run to?
statue, we're slaying dragons, we're facing our demons. The system's lost standing interest in the blood of our being, leaving us fighting for life in America's killing. See 'em, but see 'em, we playing, believing, we praying. With the lashes up on our backs, are you not entertained? We the sacrificial land for capital gain, but through the weight of our chain, we steadily gaining the strength. We uplift through the pain, family division and strain, culture and sexual shame. Then try to pretty it up amid pseudo fortune and fame. Creating accurate narratives that make us fall for the blame. No longer will we play savage games. Tired of running, tired of sleeping, homie, a giant is coming. Tired of sweeping thoughts of denial in conjunction with a deflated sense of self-worth like my people ain't of the earth and the sun. We have only begun, even if the world is undone. I know a change is gonna come. We brothers in arms, standing on the front lines as one. Closer to the brick than you may think, to love is one.
Bars.
And that's it.
I did it. Mommy did it?
Yes. I do it.
Oh.
You want to say the bars?
You want to do bars?
Bars.